So my husband decided to splurge on a very expensive drip coffee maker. It's called the Technivorm Moccamaster, and it cost $300. Why is it so expensive is because one, it's handmade in Holland. Number two, as with a very expensive copper heating element that gets the water hot very quickly. And number three, it's one of the few drip coffee makers out there that actually follows the gold cup standard. What is the gold cup standard? It's a standard that was established by the SCAE, Specialty Coffee Association of Europe. And they used research to figure out what is the rules to make the perfect cup of coffee. The gold cup standard is this. You take 1 liter of fresh water, you heat it up from 92 degrees Celsius to 96 degrees Celsius, and you use only 50 to 65 grams of coffee. You also need to make sure the brewing time is correct. Technivorm Moccamaster is able to do this successfully, and if you look up equipment reviews by America's Test Kitchen, they also tested several different drip coffee makers, and they came up with the same conclusion that the Technivorm Moccamaster beats all of them hands down. And I was like, no way could this coffee be so much different that my husband could tell a difference. So I decided to conduct a taste test. The taste test involved 3 different types of coffee. Coffee made with the Technivorm, with a Keurig, and with a French press, also known as a coffee press. The first thing I made sure to do was use the same type of coffee for all the coffee makers. I used the Bay blend from Trader Joe's. It's the ultra dark roast. And I used my Hario ceramic grinder, and I just ground a bunch of coffee. The first type of coffee maker I used was a French press, and it usually has a glass carafe, and there's a plunger that's fitted with a mesh insert to help extract the coffee. To make French press coffee, use 4 tablespoons of ground coffee. Then I added to the carafe 1.5 cups of hot water. My water heater will keep the water at a steady 195 degrees Fahrenheit. And then after 4 minutes of brewing, I depressed the plunger, placed it in another container. To make the Keurig coffee, I placed 2 tablespoons of ground coffee in a K-cup. Then I placed it in the Keurig. I used the medium mug setting, and it just spits out the water. Interestingly enough, the water does not heat to where the gold cup standard is. It only heated up to 175 degrees Fahrenheit, which is way below what is necessary to make the perfect cup of coffee. The last type of coffee we made was Technivorm coffee. We used 1.5 liters of water to 12 tablespoons of ground coffee. The cool thing about the Technivorm is that it spits out water at a constant temperature, little by little, so as to not over extract coffee from those grounds, because you over extract too much and it gets too bitter. It keeps that water at a steady 205 degrees Fahrenheit, which again fits in with the gold cup standard. After I was done making all 3 types of coffee, I poured them out into shot glasses for the taste test. By looking at the different colors within these shot glasses, you could tell which one is the weakest extraction of coffee. It's not very surprising that that middle row is the Keurig coffee. So now let's see what my participants think of the coffee.
It's kind of Waffle House-ish.
Oh, how are you feeling?
Yeah, restaurant coffee. It's very bitter.
That's what I want to put in there.
That is weak.
Yeah, that's weak. That's your Keurig.
Oh, that's stuff like that.
Third one's better with a little hint of bitterness.
Ah, which one would you prefer?
Third one.
That's good. Very little bitterness, but it's good.
Well, that one's got more flavor. That one tastes like water, kind of coffee-ish, and this is really good stuff. This one is the Technivorm. Weak-ass shit's the Keurig. And this one's the French press.
Can you explain why your friends didn't like the Technivorm coffee?
Because it fully extracted a very bitter coffee bean. So they tasted the really bitter coffee that was perfectly extracted. The weaker the coffee was, the less bitter it was, and thought that less bitter meant better coffee. The Technivorm is awesome. It pretty much brings out all the awesome in every Java bean. The only way I get done with training every day is knowing that I'll come home to that sweet, sweet Java. My beautiful, beautiful life.
So overall, if you're thinking about getting a drip coffee maker, highly recommend the Technivorm Moccamaster. If you don't like that price, but you still want a good cup of coffee, the French press is a great way to go. It's arguably one of the best ways of making coffee. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye. Oh wait, maybe this is tab. I'm usually, I have my throat.
Yeah, blame on the throat.
And I will include some links. Whoa, bastard.
So is it rolling?
Yeah.
Do you want me to open it?
Of course I do.
Right now?
Stop being a expensive drip coffee. Hey, shut up. Hey, Chippy, I'm gonna kick you out. Good girl. There you go. What a good girl.
You punk ass. Technivorm, give me money.